Welcome back, everybody. We are here for the quarterfinals of CoolStuffCon Dallas Duel Commander event. I am XJ Cloud, joined once again by the quarterfinals competitor here, Andrew, aka Duelcast MTG.
Thanks over. Oh my God, words are hard. Thanks so much for having me, XJ.
All good. So, as we saw last round, you beat me in the final round for this top 8 here. So, we decided to follow you into the top 8 instead. So we get to see, and I'm excited for these because these are the matches, obviously, that I didn't play. And while I was kind of walking around watching some of them, I definitely don't know like the nitty gritty about what goes on in some of these games. So I'm excited to watch this top 8 play out.
I only remember one or two moments from this one, but I won't spoil anything.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is also my Spider-Man 2099 opponent from round 3, who, after beating me in round 3, probably just double drew into the top 8 here. So these are both of my losses here. So I don't really know who I want to root for.
Well, Billy is the name of the 2099 player, and he was my only loss during Swiss.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yes, and so you can tell this is his first like actual tournament because he tries to roll for first there despite being the higher seed.
Oh, I remember the first time I played in a Comp REL event and did that. Like, I asked my opponent if they wanted a high roll, and they gave me the most befuddled look I'd ever seen. Everyone does it once before they learn about modified play draw. And there is turn 1 DRC. This is the play that cost me the game 3 against him, where I was sitting on Simeon Spirit Guide 4th Aerolingus for like a turn 2 play, and he just goes turn 1 creature out of the 2099 deck, and he got me good.
Yep. So I'm gonna answer with a cat.
Yeah, also Pride, similar card quality. Maybe some would say higher than the DRC.
I think the decks that want DRC is better in. Overall, just generic good is Ocelot Pride.
This attack seems tough.
So he forgot the Ocelot Pride had first strike.
I mean, that tracks. That was my first thought. I was trying to think of a series of cards where this attack would make sense. If you had the I've seen 2099 lists play the pump spell. The one that got like banned in standard. It's like +2/+1 in trample and like a monstrous token or something.
Monstrous Rage, but it's still a source. Is it a sorcery? It might be an instant.
That one's an instant. So like you could get them really good there, but okay, yeah, this is just just a very minor ding at this point because if he has the borrower. Oh, I guess never mind. This is much worse ding.
Yeah.
Theoretically,
so I'm gonna.
This is just okay. I missed 1 point of damage, but no, this is an insane blowout now.
Yeah, I'm gonna jam off the Reverent Mantra there.
Yes.
Fizzle the borrower.
Yeah, take it.
Kill the DRC.
It's just an insane turn for you.
And I even pitched Parallax Wave because I was like, okay, great. I have an uncontested Ocelot Pride right here.
Yeah.
And I'm very willing to go in on that.
Yeah, spew some card advantage, get some Ocelot Pride triggers. Now, if he had just sorcery speed, just cast that borrower, are you still jamming the Reverend Mantra, you think? If he doesn't attack into you?
No, like once I have the block declared, that's where.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm going for the blowout.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just pick it up, put it back into play.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah. It's just a bounce spell. If it were like a removal spell, maybe it's a different story. But on just
for sure. Yeah, if he went to lightning bolt it.
Yeah. All right. We see subtlety pitch.
Subtlety.
Yes, it looks like subtlety pitch force spike on the Peter Parker here. Yeah, it seems like an uphill battle here in game 1 for 2099. I mean, a lot of it is predicated on like the little misstep here on forgetting one of Ocelot Pride's like 17 lines of text.
Yes. But then I think that's probably like a tilt 2 for 1 there, because now he's down to 2 cards in hand. The Brazen Borrower shouldn't even like be on the adventure there.
Oh yeah.
And like he's got basically nothing going on against an active cat, which seems really, really tough.
Yeah, I mean, if he can survive like 2, but you still have a full grip too. Even if he like survives 2 more turns and plays the 2099 to kill the Ocelot Pride, then And you choose to just leave it on top rather than put it back in the command zone. Makes sense
Yeah, I
sometimes.
think I'm probably thinking to double spell next turn.
Yeah.
My deck is just full of one drops.
You can easily just go like land, play a thing, and replay Peter. It's not worth the card advantage of putting it back in the command zone when you're just out for blood here. Kill your opponent as
Yep,
fast as
and he missed
possible.
his land drop.
No, he's got that Arid Mesa there. He's
Oh,
just
okay.
bluffing it.
I missed that on the screen. Oh, I thought he missed the land drop.
Yeah.
Now, just watching it just
The
now, I was
things
like,
aren't
oh, this
going
game is
that badly for him.
yeah,
Only pretty bad.
yeah.
Peter also helps
Um,
here. Can you? There's no way you like get to King City's Blessing here, right? This is
that's what
one,
I'm
two,
thinking
three, four,
about.
5, 6, 7, 8 with the cat. No, you'd have to have like a one drop that
No,
made two things. You know,
yeah. To my knowledge, that card doesn't exist yet.
one drop that makes two. I mean, you play one drop that makes two permanents. I'm sure that exists somewhere, but probably not anything good.
Yeah. Well, I just. Do you think there's a one drop that makes two bodies?
Well, not you don't
I
need
can't
bodies.
think
You
of
just need
one.
permanents for the city's blessing, and
Oh, true.
blood fountains maybe
Oh, yeah,
not your
like
colors, but
a novice inspector would have done it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
but I
there's
don't play those cards because they're bad.
counting. Yeah, we only play good cards, and what was it? Mana dorks and good cards.
That's the idea. Um, although harmonized trio, some would say is not very good, but I would argue, shut up.
You gotta make some room for your pet cards. That's the beauty of Duel Commander.
Well, I really wanted to play opposition, and I couldn't find one anywhere. I forgot to bring one with me, so I just
Oh,
picked up the harmonized trio
so
because
I
I
guess
had
we
seen it
looks like we just
somewhere.
both players missed this in game. Obviously, I mean there were like 100 things happening on that stack. I don't blame you
Yeah,
guys. And also, this praise bar is probably not gonna matter a lot.
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, can't block
Um,
anything on the board. Your life total certainly isn't really threatened here.
yeah, and I think I played out
Oh, you have
Peter here.
wash away? So
Oh
brutal.
gosh, yeah,
Wash away for the 2099. He has peak in response, and you show Eldritch Evolution, and who knows what else.
yeah.
Wow, you are just even with that, even without the like attack into the Ocelot Pride, this game feels like it was a runaway for you. You have a
Yeah.
real
Oh, and I had the reach
sick curve.
blocker.
Oh, this thing is a wait. What?
A spider has reach.
Spider
Yeah, it's
is.
a
Oh
2/1 with
yeah, I mean that
reach.
makes sense. Almost every spider has reach. You wrote it right
So
on the
the only
card
part of
too.
this game I remembered was the DRC attack and petty theft.
Yeah, and that by
Um,
itself is just so backbreaking. But just you're now you just get to like Eldritch Evo into Ouroboros or whatever and attack for like 6.
I might just flip Peter though.
Maybe yeah, maybe
I
there's
think it's probably the responsible play.
distinctly possible there's a better play.
Well, because if I just flip him into a 4/4, oh, I don't have the mana to do it.
Shove
Okay, I missed my
all,
land drop.
maybe Evo into like a different thing. Just Evo into like a Bright Glass Gear Hulk or a Initiative Creature instead, maybe.
Yeah,
Something,
I think
something
if I
that's
have a
tempting.
land, I should go for Bright Glass and get the Guide of Souls and just kind of wrap the game up that way.
Ranger Captain.
Oh, that one's also really good.
Yeah, I guess the plan is just like, well, your opponent has one mana up, could easily just have like a bolt if you just go for the Ouroboros. I don't think you're under any pressure to like go for even, especially because it's not swinging for lethal. You can just afford to sit on your hands, and also notably develop this Ranger Captain, which you could potentially sack on the following turn to go for lethal protected.
Yep.
This all tracks.
Yeah, and just unless I'm at 18, I'm not sweating the 29.9. So right here, Billy notices that I have a sleeve split.
Oh boy. Do we have it all on camera of you re-sleeving
I,
your entire deck? Are we going to need to
I
fast
believe
forward?
so. So I immediately call a judge.
Yeah.
We both say this is a random card. I have no idea what it is, and I realize I don't have extra sleeves with me because the box of sleeves I bought did not have extras.
No, no.
Because quality control.
Yeah.
So the judge was like, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You are going to like unsleeve a land, like a land that we know about, just put
finish the game.
this random card in that sleeve,
Yeah.
and then play the rest of the game out, and then in between games we re-sleeve.
Re-sleeve for game 3. That makes sense. Yeah, it's a pretty clean way to do it.
It was a really nice solution.
Yeah.
Because like I'm ready to just go and just buy new sleeves like right now. But so you can see
you have to unsleeve your Tundra.
yeah.
all three of your lands are duels. That is really funny though. Just like, all right, well, I'll just leave this. We got a perfect fit on there. It's fine.
Yeah, it's one of the KMC like perfect cards. They're basically sleeves.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we play land. No, we can look at what it is.
Yeah.
All right, and then after all that, good job remembering to make your cat token.
Yep. 2 of them, I believe.
Do you have cities blessing now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it looks like I think 2.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put a die on it. I think I only had 3 of my homemade cat tokens.
All right, so all of that for your opponent to draw a card and then say, "Okay, I'm dead." It's gonna be 3.
I believe so. And Billy was a very strong player, and I remember he was the turn 1 forgetting about the first strike like totally tilted him off.
I mean, yeah, it happens to the best of us, certainly. Who amongst us hasn't forgotten the line attack? I was playing literally yesterday against an Emery player, and I just attacked into a known cast sewer cam to untap my construct to block your creature. Just like I literally knew it was all face up. I had like seen that play a million times before. I just did it anyway. All
right, so here I have 7 damage on board. If I flip Peter, I can attack for lethal.
Do you have any way to like sack Ranger Captain and still lethal?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. That's probably what you're thinking about here, if I had to guess.
Yeah, but he also has 2 cards in hand, so whatever I decide to do, I'm just going to jam it off.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about if it's ever like, oh, you could like sack Ranger Captain, Eldritch Evo, or Boroid, but that's not lethal. That would only be attacking for 8, and you'd be hacking into the Spider-Man. So that wouldn't work out.
Yeah, I think right here I am thinking, okay, do I just turn Peter into a 4/4 because he can't block it? But it looks like I might be sacking the Ranger Captain.
Maybe you have like something else that affects the math here in your hand.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Sack
okay,
this.
I am going to sack it. Look at my disregard for that Tundra.
Looks like we
Just
are
don't care at all.
evolutioning. Yep. Sack this. Things are safe.
I might just be getting a Skyclave Apparition.
Honestly, yeah. Just kill 29 again, hit him for 4.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Oh, nope. We're going for the Ouroboros line. This is, I mean, you only attack for like 6 here, right? Because you just get a
8.
Well, one of the cats maybe you have a removal spell?
Yep. Yeah, but I hit him for 6, put him to 4, and then the Ouroboros makes the cats mega lethal next turn.
We do have another spell here. Let's say Guide of Souls, which doesn't affect anything right now. You missed 1 energy, sir.
Correct. Very correct, and a life.
Miss sequencing. You're playing around. I got nothing. I'm trying to think of like a creature that could have gummed up the works there.
I am fully tilted by the sleeve splitting. I remember just like, oh my god, like, you know, not only is it just stressful to be like, oh, I'm gonna have to re-sleeve, but I'm always just like, oh god, are people gonna think I had like a marked card? XYZ. It just stresses me out to no end. So I was pretty disengaged from this game at this point, and
you're enough ahead,
just like
too,
clicking buttons.
It's fairly safe here, and like just 29 pretty rarely plays any sweepers too. So if anything, you'll see like a fire magic, which you would still have your Ouroboros and Guide of Souls after.
Yeah, or fiery conflict. No, fiery confluence would do 6 to
No,
each creature.
it's one each cycle, so it'll deal 3 to everything. So they could rat the board with the
Okay.
fiery confluence, but then you'd be able to like
Yeah.
recast Peter. You still have this Mockingbird, and still be pretty okay in
Yeah.
that case. And they'd kill
And
that.
then I still have Mockingbird right there to just make another Guide of Souls or another Ouroboros.
Oh yeah, goes
Um,
crazy if you untap and Mockingbird your Ouroboros.
yeah. Is that a Brain Surge or a Memory Deluge?
Just a ponder this turn.
Ponder.
Looking at 3 cards, praying any of them. Save. I imagine if this is like a just wrath or shuffle, you don't really have any other plans. Maybe looking at like a haste enabler and trying to like math together if you can like Detective's Phoenix plus haste enabler and attack, but then there's the Sky of Souls that's in the way.
Yeah, I remember he was going to concede 2 turns ago, and I was like, "Look, we're in the semifinal. Probably just never concede, right? Like, give me every opportunity you can for
You
me to make a mistake. I do it all the time."
got infinite time, yeah. Don't be worried
Yeah.
about drawing here in the top 8. That's a bounce 2 creatures, Wizard Cycler, right?
Step through.
Yeah, step 3, that's the one. I don't think this is going to do
Crazy.
enough.
No, he's still mega dead.
Yeah. Okay, step through.
Okay, so I get to steal game 1 on the draw, which
That's
against 2099 feels really important to break serve there.
yeah, it's a big game. All right. So this is the part where we probably fast forward through you resleeving your entire deck here.
Unless you want to
Unless we want to
watch me frantically
sit and
resleeve.
vamp for 10 minutes as you. So tell me about your deck. Tell me about why you chose Peter Parker for this event.
Well, I brought Bridget with me. I was fully planning to play Bridget, and just jamming games and getting reps in before the event, but I wound up having no time to really test. I also had Aang Swift Savior with me, which I was planning on playing over Peter Parker. Oh, you can see Richard's New Balances as he's being a lovely man and giving me sleeves. He had spare sleeves on him. But Veggie Wagon, the content creator, was there and was like, "Oh, I was thinking about playing in that, but I don't have a deck. I was brewing my own version of Aang Swift Savior." I was like, "I got to tell you something. I have that deck with me." So I wasn't comfortable playing Bridget into all of these blue X decks that I knew were at the event, like the 2099s, the Urtais, the Glarbs.
Oh yeah, this field is chock
It
full
just,
of blue decks.
yeah, it just didn't seem like a great choice. Quintorius killing Bridget over and over is also really rough.
I've had some good experiences with the Bridget matchup. I definitely would have preferred you to be on Bridget than Peter Parker for our match.
Yeah, so I was gonna play Aang, and then because it was such a good opportunity for Veggie to get to try the format, I lent him Aang, and I just played Peter because it's my most comfortable deck. I really like the mid-range pile and the initiative value, and being able to, basically scam out an Oculus or lock someone with a Harbinger of the Seas. I do remember swapping Harbinger of the Seas out. This is me panicking about the resleeving. Um, I cut the Harbinger of the Seas for Surak because there were so many blue decks in the event.
Makes sense.
So Peter's just the deck I've been playing the longest of the decks I had with me, and it's a deck I like because I'm probably, just 45% in every matchup. And
not something you hear people happy about usually.
Well, so it's like I'm 45% in every matchup if they know what I'm doing. It's not really a meta deck, and I feel like generic player skill, that's usually a coin flip. So I'm just really comfortable taking it into an event.
Yeah, and like deck comfort cannot be understated. I'm a big like Death of Taxes player in Legacy, and very rarely is it like the tier 1 best choice possible. But your ability to pilot your own deck is an important skill. Also, like you mentioned, like the rogue aspect of like people don't know what you're on. People don't know
Yeah.
what's in your deck. That definitely cost me some points in our match. I'm sure it helped you out in a lot of your other matches on the day as well.
Yeah, and so like on my side of the screen, you just saw like a spell seeker. Spell seeker's great. You go get ephemerate.
Showing off your Tamio.
Uh, you get neoform. So like you ephemerate for like plow, and then you ephemerate again for neoform. You neoform spell seeker into Ouroboros.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can Bright Glass Gear Hulk for Tameo and Skull Clamp, and
That's fun.
just flip your Tameo right away. It's got a lot of really cool interactions in it.
Yeah. I mean, those like green X creature decks will always have a lot of like cool packages and stuff.
Yeah, and Billy is kind enough here to just help me resleeve, and the entire time he's like, "I'll try not to look at your deck. I'll try not to look at your deck." I was like, "You should
Yeah,
100% be looking at my deck."
I mean, this deck is a labor of love. Look at all these foils. I'd be showing this off to everybody. Look at my cards.
I do have a Judgment Foil Sylvan Safekeeper in there. That is my pride and joy.
Any
And like
non-foils in here besides the duels?
the Teferi, because Teferi retro border, there is no
yeah.
foil. And the Skull Clamp, because I like the retro borders, and there's no retro border foil Skull Clamp, because happiness is a lie.
Yet. You can always believe in yourself. It'll happen.
It's true. I think we could probably fast forward through this.
All right, that was. I think that was a good amount of vamping. You got to talk about your deck, and we got to like show off all your shiny cards. You know, this is a deck to be proud of for sure.
I do love it. I've put a lot of effort into it, and I probably should have played it in Amsterdam. But Bridget is so broken now that you have Jennifer Walters as the sideboard plan for the blue decks.
Mm-hmm.
And because I use the extra thick inner sleeves, the perfect cards, this deck is just going to be a nightmare to shuffle.
God, yeah, it's horrible. I literally single sleeve my dual commander decks because I want to be able to shuffle my deck more, like faster, to get more time to play Magic because the games take so long.
Yes. We had 75-minute rounds at Amsterdam.
I heard that. That was was that just like they messed up or?
I don't know, but it was funny too because everyone was playing 2099 and Fantasticar and Tifa and Raph and Mikey. So like some matches were over in 15 minutes, and everyone's just sitting around.
Tasigur versus Airtime takes 3 hours.
Yep. Or me and my friend Mike playing the Bridget Mirror, and we almost went to turns.
Going to turns in a 75-minute round, that's got to be like. You get the magic.
Yeah, in a combo deck mirror too. It was very weird.
All right, we're back. For those of you that were fast forwarding through all that, you missed out on the best content of the videos so far. But we're back for game 2 here.
Yep, I am re-sleeved with my insane pile of air-filled cards.
So, what are you looking for in this matchup? You think? What do you want to be starting with?
I want to see 2 pieces of instant speed removal.
That sounds like everybody playing against 2099.
Yeah, so I put Get Lost and Path to Exile in my list. I was already playing a road.
Yeah, so I'm a road in there.
But really, I'm looking for 2 pieces of removal, not necessarily instant speed. And if not, I'm on the draw looking for, Dork into 3-drop.
Yeah. The Dork deck's always looking for the turn on Dork.
Yeah. And the nice thing with this Peter Parker deck in particular is you can look for Dork 3-drop, they kill your Dork, you cast your 2-drop.
Or in this case,
the curve is really friendly.
Getting your bird subtlety here, you can still cast your 2-drop.
Which is, yeah, I feel like that's questionable because he's on the play.
I'm like the furthest. I think it's fine. I'm like the furthest from a subtlety expert. Every time I like play the card in cube or whatever, I just feel like I'm never using it right. So I just defer to the subtlety caster. But
so I love subtlety on the draw because you're going down a card, but not really because you're getting it back on the draw.
Yeah.
2-for-1ing yourself on the play to tuck a Birds of Paradise when I have a guaranteed follow-up seems strange to me, but also I don't know his hand.
Yeah,
Billy's been playing great all day.
depends a lot on the context of the hand. I guess one way to look at it, hitting the Bird of Paradise there, would you cast like a 0 mana Stone Rain there? Like pitch a card Stone Rain? This is like kind of close to what it was, right? And like the answer is sometimes, right? Depends a little bit on the context of
Yeah,
your hand. But
yeah. Like I think on the draw, I'm snapping that off. On the play, I'm just thinking about it because you're really going down like two cards there.
worth thinking about a little bit more. You could save it to like try to time lock a more expensive card.
Yeah, and especially with how many
Versus a deck with a guaranteed
like
2-drop next turn too.
yeah,
If you're playing
and
something like
so
Brigid, where you're like wanting to play Dork into 3-drop all the time, there's more consideration for it, right?
agreed. But I have so many broken 4 drops in the deck too that um I don't know. I understand where he's coming from with the subtlety totally. I just don't know that I knowing how my deck functions would do that.
Oh, we got Stern Scolding on it. So I mean, this is starting to add up. I think. Yeah, if we have like Stern Scolding
Yeah.
rolled up for the turn 2 play, and we just want to make sure you don't go too crazy with your mana early before we can get everything under control.
Yeah, now it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, if we start like just stumbling your development, and then we have like a turn 4 like combo attack or something.
Yeah, right. Like I never get on board. I never have a blocker for 2099.
Or even just like you
me.
play a 3-drop here, like you can't really play anything that like dies to 2099 here, even if it's just like plays 2099 shock your thing go. Then you're in.
Yeah, I always it's funny. I always just jam a creature into the 2099 removal, because I refuse to be held hostage.
It's understandable.
Really, like because sometimes they'll just be like, oh well, this is a creature deck and I don't have a target. I'll just hold off and draw cards. Yeah, so I'm just gonna jam the Guide of
your
Souls.
money where your mouth is. Jam your 2-drop into the 2099 abyss. We'll see if opponent wants to take the bait on it. And it looks like the answer is probably yes. I mean, it's really hard to pass that one up. Just getting guaranteed value, shoot your thing, develop your thing on board, even without the haste.
Yeah, and losing the Guide of Souls doesn't super bother me because sure, there's probably a counterspell, but I'm just gonna hopefully recast Peter and try to put 2 more bodies on the board. And just working towards exhausting his resources.
Yeah, you gotta burn through that shock eventually. Almost like half your deck's gonna get eaten by a shock, so just trade a 1-mana spell for it and just keep on developing your own game plan.
Yeah, and this way it's much harder for the trigger to kill something larger. Because, well, that's dumb thinking. Because at this point I'm at 18 and I'm in Spider-Man death range.
Yeah, you're in chump block or die territory.
Yep.
And we got 3 mana here for Greenstone for 2. What do you think you're going for here? If it resolves.
Yeah, probably a Badger. No, that can't be it.
You're trying to like.
I'm not playing Sanctifier.
Sanctifier would be. Oh, you can't say Greenstone for Sanctifier anymore.
Right, of course.
The uncounterable guy, the Baloth, if you're trying to like plan to punch through counters, that's a little scary to do into the face of potentially just like regular removal spells.
Yeah, I think Frenzied Baloth would be a good option though.
Especially if you have like another card to cast after the Baloth. There he is.
It is Frenzied Baloth. Good call.
Yeah.
You know my deck better than I do.
Knowing green cards. I only know these lines because I've been playing Nakia.
How's Nakia been feeling?
It's been fun. I think it is just forever going to be stuttered by the lack of removal available in mono green. And I was like thinking about building it because I was really enjoying it, but then I realized that I think I want all of the decks that I build in paper to be loanable, and I think Nakia is a really bad deck to hand someone who doesn't play the format.
That is a good point.
It has been surprisingly competitive and like against like opposing creature decks. Like I've been beating Felias and Clouds with it in ways that I didn't expect that I ever would. But I think it's just a nightmare to hand to a new player. Just it goes against a lot of like dual commander deck building conventions.
Yeah, and you hand it to someone and they play against the Fantasticar and they die.
Well,
no, you have so many disenchants. Yeah.
This video's coming out, what, Friday? This video probably won't be legal by the time most people are watching this. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
Wild Ride. We are in jump block territory here.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna snap off the basically any blocks, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I mean you need to block there, right? Because then he could flashback harmonize, whatever the not flashback is. And then
Yeah, so I'm
for, like,
curious because
18.
he could have just shot me for 8 there.
Could have, yeah.
But I guess you want to just do it next turn and 15
yeah, you just
me.
line it up the next turn instead. Shooting you for 8 and putting you to 10. It's still hard to like deal those last 10 points of damage. Or maybe not hard, but certainly just not free.
Yeah. Spider-Man having vigilance is, one of the crazy things about it.
This is really messed up. All right. We got Peter here trying to put some more blockers in play. Counterspell.
Probably.
Not counterspell. Maybe counterspell. I have no idea how many cards he has in hand at this point. So
yeah, so so you see his left elbow there. He holds his cards very visibly for his opponent to see how many are in hand, which I appreciated.
Like that's the counter legendary Tails End.
It looks like it.
Counter legendary or stifle.
Yeah, and so he's got 1 card in hand here.
Yeah, but he also has lethal. If you don't have anything, you could just.
I think he has.
Hardcast the harmonize.
Right?
Oh yeah, because it's not 8 on the second trigger. Yeah. I mean, I think 15 is pretty hard to pass up.
I agree,
especially if you're low on cards in hand. You just Wild Red shove. But maybe he's got other plans, better plans. Concerns about a
well, I left. Yeah, I left up one white source very intentionally.
Oh yeah, definitely. Makes sense.
Yeah,
and it's just an attack for 4.
Yep. Which I think is fine depending on what the card is in his hand.
Depends on what you have as leftovers. If you're still holding something up, it's fine to just hold up 1 more counter spell. If you can counter 1 more creature and then you get to attack for lethal, then it's still pretty good. And
yeah.
Is God knows what. I think a altered base. Oh no, that's not altered. I'm just looking at it the opposite way. It's just planes.
I am not sure what that land is.
I think it is literally basic planes.
Yes, that would make sense if I'm thinking, can I get some sort of room to breathe with a Harbinger of the Seas if he doesn't have a basic mountain?
Yeah. You're going to potentially turn off all of the red stuff, shut down the Wild Ride in the graveyard, and just try to put some stuff in front of the 2099 for a bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to play land and just put 2 more bodies.
So this is lethal if he has the counter. See it. 3 mana for. I think this is uncounterable Force Spike is the intent here. Activate the village into cast Force Spike.
Yeah, and so I remember right here. I'm looking at his graveyard and thinking, "Oh, okay, I'm dead." But the fact that he didn't 15 me the turn prior, I'm just going to sit there and make him do it, and so he doesn't take lethal that turn.
Yeah. Perhaps just forgetting about Wild Ride. Perhaps really playing around with Solitude. Who could say?
Yep, and there you walk up and say, "Hold on,"
because his deck is sitting right in front of the life totals. I was concerned that you wouldn't be able to see the footage, so we scooted over a little bit.
I think at the time I was playing too, I didn't realize that was just mega lethal if he does that. And like we mentioned before, it's been a long day.
Yeah, this is the sixth round of Magic for the day.
Yeah.
Not including anything else that we may have played prior already. Break class.
So here I'm definitely thinking Unable to Scream.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I saw that one in your list, and I thought it looked a little bit weird, but it makes sense as part of the Break Class Gear Hulk package.
Yeah, so it's specifically there for 2099.
Yeah. I was literally
Um,
about to say when you put this on the stack, thinking of like static prison, I was like, it's tough because at this stage of the game, this Spider-Man has only been cast once, so you can't just like kill this. It just easily comes back into play, and especially there's this Arena of Glory. It's really hard, but like unable to scream and being able to access it with stuff like Bright Glass Gear Hulk or Green Stuff for Bright Glass or any of the many other creature tutors. That seems like a solid part of the tutor package.
yeah, Bright Glass being a huge combat object that draws you your two best cards at the time that you need them is it's pretty good.
Yeah, card is definitely a banger. Real juiced up Ranger of Eos.
Yeah. I love that Ranger of Eos is playable in this format.
We deciding on the second card here, probably.
Yeah, I'm also just a very slow searcher. Um,
99 card
like,
singleton. It's not easy.
true. I will often find myself apologizing to opponents while searching and be like, I'm doing my best. And also, I have the unruly, air-filled new
You
sleeves.
do grab the static
Uh,
prison as backup here. We just grab two of the spells.
yeah, which I think is probably right in case one gets countered.
Makes sense. I'd be a little bit worried about the static prison not being good enough against anything, given both the wild ride and the arena of glory with your life total. That like other creatures that are going to interplay are just going to kill you at that point.
Yeah, but I think I'm also thinking of like if a Murktide comes down,
Maybe.
um,
Well,
because
yeah, I guess Mark could only do 7. That's the arena.
yeah, and I from playing Billy
Mockingbird on
in
top.
the
Woo!
we love that for us.
Yeah,
Um,
get another Bright Glass Gear Hulk that has flying this time.
yep,
Flame
and
of
Spider-Man is a
War.
0/2 with no ability, so it can't block a flyer to come off the board.
Now, I wonder if at some point on if you're it was on your opponent's radar to just like kill his own Spider-Man. And obviously
I think
Flame of Nord draw 2 is a pretty defensible node as well.
yeah. But I think again, so like I think that like we know this is Billy's first like time in a competitive top 8
Mm-hmm.
and I think the nerves just really got to him because he played so well all day.
He
Um,
beat me up and down the block.
me too.
Yeah,
And
this
I know he's
was
playing like Magus of the Moon, so maybe that's why I went for Static Prison. I'm not sure. Uh,
yeah, you're one basic play. So they're playing reasons.
but I think that you're right. I think probably just flaming the Spider-Man and then
I mean, the big thing here we talked about already is like the Mist Lethal, but and like flaming the Spider-Man
yeah,
doesn't getting it back online doesn't matter as much if you can't like haste attack through this Gear Hulk anyway. So it depends. There are a lot of factors in play, and maybe the draw
yeah.
two into find this consult and to like maybe find an answer for the Gear Hulk and the unable to scream is a better plan. So it just says go.
Yeah, and one thing that I do in paper too that we like certainly can't pick up on is I never shut up. Um, I am just like talking to my opponent, cracking jokes the whole time, making sure that like we're both playing a little loose. And I think
You gotta have fun
that
with it. It's the important part. We're all here to play a game.
exactly, but I think it does lead to situations in which like opponents will occasionally miss lethal because I'm just talking to them. um,
All right, what do we got
which
here?
is not the intent. Like I am always trying to have fun, but
There's our good
I
buddy,
do.
seasoned dungeoneer. Now, I'm no
Yeah,
Bright Glass Gear Hulk expert. I don't think that this one's gonna have a creature type that corresponds.
he's a construct rogue.
Don't you lie to me.
um,
We
no,
got
but with the protection from creatures, now I can attack in and never have to kill the
the
unable to
Spider-Man,
scream
yeah. Have
Spider-Man.
it just chump block to you back to command zone. It is really good. He takes a peek at your hand. We see the mocking Mockingbird, Mockingjay, whatever that card's called.
Yeah, Mockingbird and Birthing Pod are
Yeah.
both pretty good ones.
Those are both bangers. And obviously, firing off the as much value as Mockingbird in your gear roll would be, casting it into a freshly kicked Consult the Star Charts would be suicide. If your opponent just has removal as well. I mean, you get a 2099 out of the deal. Not terrible.
So I think that's what I do, because Billy had a question of, if Spider-Man is a 0/2 with no abilities, wouldn't the Mockingbird own that? And then we talked quickly about the layers.
Yeah, you just get whatever's printed on the base card.
Yeah, and a 2/3 double striking Vigilant Flyer is just pretty good for 2 mana.
That's a nice one, sir.
And Billy was like, I don't want to cut your deck because it is just falling over.
It's
and I was
gonna
like,
fall
thank
over if I
you.
touch it. Copy the 9. We read the card. Yep. This all makes sense.
And I did a super loud judge call there for funsies, because the judge who was running the event was so nice, and he was just at his back to us, so I just yelled judge.
This must have been a really rough Consult the Star Charts if he doesn't have anything to like handle any of this. This is tough. Like, it dug 6 or 7 cards, right? We didn't find any action. That's tough.
I think he flooded out pretty badly.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Whenever my opponent casts Consult on like 7 lands, I feel like I'm just gonna die. It's like, this is just 2 demonic tutors. I'm so dead.
My general outlook at this point in a game is I am playing around nothing.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm taking whatever I get off the top and I'm jamming it.
You're on the knife's edge here. I mean, you're definitely like turning the corner, but you're still like 2 cards away from just randomly getting blown up by 2099 here.
Yep. And that's the pressure that the deck puts on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it will still be legal?
I think
come the next BNR.
It's really not feeling like it. I say this a lot when I'm like talking about it on stream and stuff. I don't think 2099 has a particularly problematic, even like play style, or like it's not a bad deck to be the best deck. It just feels a little bit too good, and I wish there was a way to just kind of nerf it without killing it. But you can't really do that without like banning most of the haste enablers, which feels dumber than just banning 2099.
So what did he just use to kill the flying 2099?
That is Traumatic Critique.
Did he have enough mana to kill the Seasoned Engineer?
Blue-red X, deal X damage, so yeah, it should be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because he paid 1 for a probe too. So he should be able to kill the Dungeoneer.
I think it would have been better to kill the Dungeoneer there.
I mean, they're both pseudo-unblockable things that are going to kill him in like 2 or 3 turns, right?
Yeah, but the Dungeoneer explores every time, and
maybe trying to loot into like another spell to cast there.
I could see that.
There are easier ways to kill a thing with 3 toughness than a thing with 4 toughness. This stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, your board state has a lot of scary permanents at this stage.
Yeah, and I guess the Birthing Pod is right there too.
Oh yeah, you can like get mowed down by a Birthing Pod. And do you have any 5-drops here?
I am playing Elishnorn, Mother of Machines, and Solitude.
Oh yeah, well, Solitude not that good. Elishnorn also not that good, but I guess it's big.
Yeah, also the reason I like playing that card is Lumra can't beat it. Yeah. Aragorn without the Monarch is pretty bad. It just
that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. I like that draw. But yeah, I think Elishnorn is just a really good stacks piece, and my deck is built around ETBs.
Mm-hmm. Ton of value, turning off a bunch of like a lot of decks have a bunch of good ETBs. Cloud, Felia, Lumra.
Yeah, like Cloud has to just probably fold to that card unless it gets plowed.
Yeah, unless you have the rule spell that isn't a Solitude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it just turns off Solitude. Yeah, but you get a free 3/2 lifelinker.
3/2. That's good against 4/7 or whatever the heck 5-mana Elishnorn is.
Yeah, she's a 4/7 vigilant. She just doesn't die to anything.
Yeah, it's kind of a monster. But let's see. We're casting pod here and just saying go. Seems
Yep.
that's probably fine. The Elshorn, like we talked about, not really doing anything here. And you just hold up your Aurora and feel super safe and just have lethal over a couple of turns.
Yeah, and if I get feeling really really saucy, I can Otawara my own bright glass. Um,
That's fine. A ton more.
yeah, I don't think I will do that, but
Yeah, I think you're just like
it
holding
is a
on to
purple.
this for insurance in case your opponent decides to like answer the unable to scream into like remember that this wild ride is in the graveyard and try to like lethal you.
Yeah, and then I just went to the trap, and so now the game
Oh yeah, we
is
might just have lethal here
over.
now, right? This
Yeah,
is
I do.
5 unblockable and 2 trample.
I know only one would get over for trample.
It's
Oh
an
no,
O,
yeah, two.
it's an O2 now. Yeah. So if dungeon here doesn't hits a non per, I guess you could also just standing person attack for lethal,
Yeah.
or you could just play it safe. I think
Yep.
you're enough
Looks
ahead
like
at
I'm.
this point that it doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's a good.
Not good
How did I
enough.
put that? Oh, right, because I already have the pot out.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah, it
sense.
doesn't make any sense too.
When it goes to 2,
Uh,
and you probably just passed around with the Otawara again, feeling really safe at 9 life.
yeah.
And this unable to scream backbreaking. These like aura effects are really good at taking commanders like totally out of commission for entire games.
Yes, it's so. I like unable to scream so much. I was thinking about playing witness protection too.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot, mostly
Um,
in like mono blue stuff though. And that's gonna be the match.
yeah. It's a shame that he missed lethal the turn where it was just there.
Yeah.
Um,
But hey, we
but
live and we learn. We all make mistakes, especially after playing 1,000 rounds of Magic. And I'm just like those losses are the ones that you learn the most from. The ones that you stop to think you build habits. I'm sure he's stopping and thinking about flashback cards in his graveyard.
yep. And you could just tell like from the moment he attacked with the DRC in that first game, like his whole body language shifted.
Mm-hmm.
And we did have a great time though, and it was so nice of him to help me resleeve.
Yeah.
Um, like, but so uh, Billy, Jesse, and Caleb were the three players who came down from Oklahoma City, and
Mm-hmm.
all three of them made the top eight.
Incredible.
Um,
Jeez.
yeah, so I play Billy here. I play Jesse in the semifinal, and then no spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
But Caleb is one of the players that goes to the final. So
Mhm.
their group did really really well.
Yeah. Very happy to be meeting more of the dual commander folks in the States. Hopefully we get to see more of them in the events to come.
Yeah, I think as people realize CEDH isn't actually that fun, we'll we'll keep getting more and more players.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up our quarterfinals recording. Thank you so much, Andrew, for joining me yet again.
Thank you for having me. This
Yeah.
was a blast.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to making more of these paper recordings, but for this event, we'll be back in the next video with the semifinals, continuing to follow your success in this event. So stay
Yeah, be
tuned.
nice to me. Be nice to me about that
Be
one.
nice in the comments. You can be mean to me, be nice to him.
No, you can be mean. I'll just find where you live and fart in your house. What?